Scoobtober? Scooby-Doo! Watch the pretty coin of gold, and you will do as you are told. You will watch our love Scoobtober every video until it's over.
Hey, welcome back to Scoobtober on Scooby-Topia. For this month-long celebration, we're looking at some of the absolute most requested scariest villains of Scooby-Doo that I can't get away with ignoring any further, even the ones I felt too obvious to do originally. Such is the case today, where we face a spook so terrifying that he gets brought up every time I ignore him. This time we're looking at Scooby-Doo Where Are You? Season 1, Episode 10, Bedlam in the Big Top, which originally aired November 15th, 1969, to uncover the frightening case of the Ghost Clown. This guy indeed has remained so frightening that he continues to be one of the most referenced in modern media like comics and films, such as Pirates Ahoy or Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo. Though very different looking, he's even included in the museum in Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, and was to be played by choreographer Paul Becker, as seen here, but was ultimately replaced by the ghost of Captain Cutler. We at least have this test footage shared graciously with the world on JB and Millie's channel for you to go check out with all the other reveals, and it's no wonder he haunts people so. Clowns alone have been frightening children and adults alike for at least a few million years, but he's got a special way about him, so let's dive into the nightmare. The episode, of course, drops us into the circus, already being watched over by the ghost clown, a sinister smirk on his face with no time to waste. Two of the carnival performers start crashing out because of a sabotaged bike that the clown smiles at, the gang driving by to witness as the two of them run into each other. Scooby reliably helps rescue the one thrown into a tree, and gives them a ride back over, where they all share introductions, and the performers confirm this was an intentional act of malice toward them. They just quit the circus, believing it to be jinxed, and warn the gang to get out too while they can. Obviously, these kids can't listen to logic and drive ahead, the clown already watching and laughing a chilling giggle. They speak with the ringmaster Mr. Barnstorm, who says his circus can't open this year now with the loss of those two. He explains that the jinx is that the circus is haunted by a ghost clown. What's worse than a clown? A ghost clown. He tells them that circus folk are superstitious, and I guess it's a regular saying that you quit when the ghost clown appears? If true, I don't blame anyone. Scooby follows a chilling shadow as the ringmaster tells them about trapeze wires coming undone, and lions acting like scared kittens, yet again telling them to just drop it and go home. For once they listen and head out, just to realize they forgot something. Scooby.
Watch the pretty coin of gold, and you will do what you are told. You are brave, and that's a fact. You will do the high wire act.
The gang return, calling out and looking for their lost canine friend, walking into the big top full of trapeze equipment when their eyes finally catch Scooby, walking up on it. Velma noting it's as if he's in a trance while he walks back and forth from this horrifying height he and no average person would dare attempt to cross. The ghost clown instructs him, doing tricks truly only someone hypnotized could possibly do. Velma has Shaggy hold a trampoline to catch him while she climbs up to help, but the ghost clown breaks his spell, reawakening Scooby, still high up in the air. He clings on for dear life, like I definitely would in this situation, so Velma tosses an umbrella. He opens it, it flops, he bounces Shaggy up, he hits Velma, who the clown was about to push, I guess, and they all start taking turns bouncing up and down. Scooby finally finds himself down, and then...
Run! Run, rolling, run! He's falling up!
The clown waits, however, tossing a dart and popping a balloon, continuing to pop more and more until poor Scooby begins to fall. The two are there to catch him, though. Sort of. Fred and Daff are still looking for Scooby meanwhile when they see the ghost clown pass by, so the two split up following him into the costume department. The clown takes his opportunity and shoves Fred into the trunk, leaving Daphne vulnerable and alone.
You will pay attention for a time, and soon your thoughts shall all be mine. Watch the pretty coin of gold, and you will do as you are told.
The trio take a look around in the big top when they see something unexpected again. Daphne riding a unicycle in a trance like Scooby and riding around dangerously. They try holding a net to stop her, but just get sent flying, and she rides off into the animal tent. Riding back and forth across the elephants, Scoob gets an idea and shows a pail of water to one of them, who assists with a quick cold shower that thankfully wakes her up. She doesn't know how she got into this outfit. All she knows is Fred vanished and everything went dark. Having rescued Fred from the trunk back in the costume department, Daphne recalls something about money, but Fred believes it to be trapping time to Scooby's dismay. They're going to have the bait lure the ghost clown into the cage and then run out the other door, and Scooby is not happy to be said bait, appropriately faking an injury. But they have some sympathy and get him the super duper hero sandwich to convince him. Shaggy now wants in on this, reminding them he does track, so Fred offers they both go and split it, to which they concede. They creep around looking for the Spectre, and finally see him walk by, splitting up.
Watch the pretty coin of gold, and you will do as you are told. You are brave, and that's a fact. So you will do the Lion Tamers Act.
Scooby overhears his friend taming the lions, shouting out at Simba, not that Simba, where Shaggy has been put in yet another genuinely dangerous situation with this lion, making the Ghost Clown one of the rare villains of the original series to truly be attempting dangerous harm against them. He's about to blow a whistle to snap Shaggy out of it, but Scooby swipes it and calls out. Still not working, so he blows it and wakes him up. Shaggy speeds the hell out of there. The clown's still not finished with them. They run off as planned, through the cage, the clown floating right in and captured, but suddenly they hear his voice outside and look back to the cage to see him gone. Fred says he'd bet money they had him, which triggers Shaggy into remembering the gold coin, so he and Scoob head back out with an idea.
Watch the pretty coin of gold, and you both shall do as you are told. You both have fur, you both are limp. You swing from trees like a happy chip. Watch the pretty coin of gold. Be chimpanzees as you are told.
And with that, the clown is a chimp. They walk him out on a leash using bananas, to the shock of the others. He sits unmasked and locked up as the ringmaster recognizes him to be Harry the Hypnotist, who was fired for stealing and sent to prison. Turns out he wanted revenge and used the ghost clown superstition to his advantage. The clown that floated into the cage was a balloon that deflated to seem like he vanished. The ringmaster thanks them, and they show up to enjoy the show, though Daphne seems to be enjoying it a little much. The boys apparently have a surprise, and as Samson the Super lifts his weight, out pops the two goofballs, putting on a proper show for everyone. And that's the hypnotic ghost clown haunting the local circus for some dangerous revenge. It's no shocker that this classic Where Are You episode would leave viewers stressed out. Imagining doing all of these dangerous acts on your own is bad enough, but to be forced into doing it against your will, no control over your body or mind, is a terrifying thought for anyone, and for it to be done by a clown, which can easily become the most petrifying visual instead of charming and childlike, just adds to the fever. A circus at night as well can be a place you do not want to end up at alone, and this episode perfectly captures the uneasy vibes throughout this dangerous night. Many of the villains only try to scare off the gang and anyone else in the way, but this ghost clown again puts them in situations that could have easily killed them this time, making him one of the most dangerous and scary adversaries to have faced. The ghost clown truly remains an iconic and important member of the scariest villains for the series, well worth joining this lineup as much as I didn't want to include him for simply being too obvious. Of course everyone was scared of him, that goes without saying, but during this special season of haunts, what's so wrong with embracing the obvious scares? What about you? Were you scared by the ghost clown, and why? On the opposite end, did the ghost clown never actually scare you, coming off more tame beyond the danger he presents for once? Let me know. Personally, this episode never scared me, but I can't deny that Harry the Hypnotist's actions put him high on the list of those to watch out for, and this is one I would never skip. That's it for this video, but there's plenty more Scoobtober to come. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this limited time event and return to the channel. Like the video, follow the Tumblr or TikTok if you aren't watching there, etc. Stay tuned for more Scoobtober. Bye!